Diagonal AC of a parallelogram ABCD bisects angle A. It bisects angle C also, and ABCD is a rhombus. So for that, if it is bisecting angle A, let me give it the number 1 and 2. It means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. This is given. And we have to prove 3 is equal to 4. To prove angle 3 is equal to angle 4. What we are trying to prove is that this diagonal is also bisecting angle C. If it is bisecting angle C, then 3 will be equal to 4. This is given and this is to be proved. 3 is equal to 4 is to be proved. It is not given. So let us try to prove how 3 is equal to 4. Now you know that ABCD is a parallelogram. Using this fact, we are going to proceed. If it is a parallelogram, AB is parallel to CD and AC is the transversal. The diagonal is converted into transversal. This diagonal is converted into transversal and these opposite sides are parallel. Now we are going to use which property? Now from after so many sums you might be knowing that which properties are usually used when we are having parallel lines and a transversal. Yes, you are very right. Alternate angles are equal. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3 and angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Alternate interior angles are equal. But angle 1 is equal to angle 2 given. If these two are equal, then angle 3 is equal to angle 4. I cut it out, both are equal. If LHS is equal, RHS is equal. If LHS is equal, RHS will be also equal. So I cut out the LHS. What is remaining? Angle 3 is equal to angle 4 and hence proved. Hence diagonal AC bisects angle C also. In order to prove that it bisects angle C, we need to prove only this 3 is equal to 4, which we already proved. Then the second part. This is the first part. And in second part, we are going to prove ABCD is the to prove. ABCD is a rhombus. The first part is over here. This is first part. To prove. This is the second part of to prove. Is a rhombus. Where to prove is written, you write here first. Where to prove is written, there you write the second one. We have to prove that it is a rhombus. It means adjacent sides should be equal. Now here you can see 1 and 4. The angles which are encircled. Just focus on those angles. What are they indicating? One more hint I am giving you. Take this triangle A, B, C. And in that only one triangle, this time we are not going to take any congruency. We are just focusing on single triangle, not two triangles. Only one triangle, ADC, and it is covering these two adjacent sides. If I prove that these two adjacent sides are equal, then it is a rhombus. That much one step is required, that I need to prove AD is equal to DC, then it is a rhombus. But for that I have taken only one triangle. I have not taken any CPCT, no congruency. Is it enough? Just contemplate, is it enough? Yes, it is enough. In this triangle, if these two angles are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. Converse of isosceles triangle property, you can prove that the side opposite to equal angles are equal. So that thing we are going to do. But for that I have to prove that angle 1 is equal to angle 4 from these already given facts, already given statements. We will prove it. How? We want to prove angle 1 is equal to angle 4. So angle 1 is equal to angle 3, alternate angles. But angle 3 is equal to angle 4, proved above. Just now we proved. What did we prove? Angle 3 is equal to angle 4, and then we proved that it bisects angle C also, the diagonal bisects angle C also. It's proved above. Therefore, 1 is equal to 3 and 3 is equal to 4. Therefore, 1 is equal to 4. So, we reached our conclusion that 1 is equal to 4. In triangle ADC, angle 1 is equal to angle 4. Therefore, AD is equal to DC. Opposite sides of equal angles in a triangle are equal. This is the converse of isosceles triangle property, converse property. And hence, if this AD is equal to DC, then DC is equal to AB, opposite sides of parallelogram, and therefore similarly AD is equal to BC, opposite sides of parallelogram. Therefore all the sides are equal. AD is equal to BC is equal to CD. Here you write therefore is equal to DA. Hence it is a rhombus.